Hi, I'm Elisabeth Olson, Certified Financial Planner with Financial Consulting Group 360. Today we're talking about the 5 documents you need for estate planning. Before figuring out which legal documents you'll need, you'll want to do a deep dive into how you got to where you are, what your values are, and who is important to you. So your values influenced how you accumulated the wealth, the assets that you have. Your values will also drive how you want those assets handled should something happen to you. So your assets need to be considered when you draft your legal documents. And your legal documents, in turn, need to work in harmony with the titling and named beneficiaries of those assets. So consider this chart. You've got your assets, your values, your legal documents. Okay, first document, you need to have a medical power of attorney. If you're in a car wreck and you're in a coma, who will be there to make those medical decisions for you? Someone needs to sign authorization for your treatment. Your medical power of attorney needs to be someone who understands what treatment you would want and when you would want to refuse heroic measures. Document number 2, health directives. This is a no-brainer. You need to spell out what kind of care you want as you age. For example, let's say you've been diagnosed with Alzheimer's and no longer recognize your family. Would you want to have your pacemaker replaced? If you were to have a brain tumor and surgery involved the risk of becoming a vegetable, would you still want to go ahead having that tumor removed? In the health directive document, you also appoint an agent. Your agent is normally also your medical power of attorney. Number 3, power of attorney. So let's just keep you in your coma where you were. You need to pay your mortgage and your rent. You need to pay your credit cards. Someone needs to know where your money is. Enter the financial POA. They can act as your agent in the case you're incapacitated. Number 4, a will. You might need a will. If you own a car, you might need a will. If you have children, you might need a will. A will lays out who will be the point person to distribute your assets and how you want those assets to be distributed. The point person is called an executor, and he or she will guide your estate through the probate process, pay off any outstanding debts, make sure your tax returns are filed, etc. The executor is not necessarily the same as your power of attorney. Document number 5, a trust. You might need one or more trusts. If, for example, you have minor children, you might need a trust. If you have a special needs child, you might need a trust. If you own real estate outside of the state you reside in, you might need a trust. A trust is a legal entity established via a legal document and generally has a grantor, one or more trustees, and a beneficiary. And then once you set up the trust, you move assets into that trust. And just remember, named beneficiaries trump what is in your will. So be sure to coordinate your legal documents and your assets. I'm Elisabeth Olson with Financial Consulting Group 360. Reach out if you've got any questions.